And when you labor under correct knowledge, you become a lucky man or a lucky woman. Make sense? Job. Come on with it. Job is an acronym. Just over broke. Huh? Yes, it is. CIA. Come on. Is an acronym.
Break it down, Brother Nuri.
The cocaine import agent. I mean, the Central Intelligence agent. It's an acronym. FBI.
Come on, we got that.
Finding black people to interrogate. I mean, a Federal Bureau of Investigation. It's an acronym. Y'all understand? Media. MEDIA, the most effective devil in America. That's what the media is. They are liars, spin doctors. These are demons that run media. So when they got finished with my brother, they said Richard Sherman, he's an uncontrollable thug. Look at him. He's so irate. He appears to be such a violent man. Yet they forget that Richard Sherman graduated from their school. Did he not graduate from Stanford? One of their Ivy League schools. With a 3.9 GPA. So he graduated from Stanford with a 3.9 GPA. Never even said a cuss word. Is known for donating millions of dollars worth of charity a year. Think of this. I better put this back down. Yeah. That's all right. There we go. Yeah. There we go. Yet, he's an uncontrollable thug. Teach me, though. Think about that for a second. Black and white wrong is judged different. So Richard Sherman, 3.9 GPA, Stanford, never been arrested before in his life.
Lay it out there, bro.
Did you hear me? Never been arrested before.
Think of this.
And he's a black man from Compton.
Wow. Yes, sir.
I think that if you in Compton, you just supposed to get arrested. I don't know how you make it in Compton. Without, come on now.
That's right.
But what about Justin Bieber? See, black and white wrong judge different. Hold it. Justin Bieber, here he is, found driving 80 and 100 miles per hour down his own side streets where children live. Did. Yes, caught him in Miami driving under the influence. All they thought he was doing was drinking, but when they pulled him over, come to find out, not only was he drinking, but they found pills in his system, marijuana in his system, marijuana in the car. Justin Bieber, here he is, he's urinating in a public place inside of a mop bucket. Spit on a fan, egged his neighbor's house, cussed his neighbor's children out, spit in his neighbor's face. But when it come time to judge his wrong, he's just a troubled teen. Huh? Mike Brown took $5 worth of cigarillos. And now look at him. He's a thug. He's a bully. And they found a few Negro preachers to come out and say that he was a bully. And then even our brother Pharrell. Yeah, he did. He said, this may not be popular what I'm going to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I watched the tape.
He's happy. Come on, brother.
And he seen that Mike Brown seemed to be a bully. I said, man, if you don't go on somewhere and be happy. and give the ranger his hat back. Give Smokey Bear that hat back, man, if you're going somewhere. Something wrong with you.
That's right. Teach.
It seems like all I could think about when I heard Pharrell say this was a song by Nas where the brother said this. He said, artists out here scared to make Muhammad Ali statements. What you mean, Nas? See, Muhammad Ali was more than just a boxer. He knew that he had had skills in the boxing ring, but he used the platform of his greatness to promote a cause bigger than himself.
That's right.
So when Muhammad Ali was in the boxing ring and he would get finished, he would break away, and instead of talking arrogant and boastful, he would find himself on the floor praying.
That's right.
He'd be in the press conference in a uniform like this, holding up a message to the black man.
Go ahead.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Then they told him, they said, well, look, we know how to break this Negro. We're going to draft him.
That's right. That's right.
They said, you got to go and join the army and go to Vietnam. And he had learned from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that the Viet Cong ain't never called me no nigga. My struggle, my fight is not overseas with no brown brother that look like me. My struggle is right here with white people that don't like me.
Exactly.
They said, well, Ali, we gonna take your belt. He said, you can have it.
That's right.
He said, well, Ali, we not gonna just take your belt. You won't even be able to fight no more. He said, well, fine, you can take the belt and I won't fight no more. He said, I'd rather stand in line looking for a regular common man job than to turn my heels on what I believe in and the man that saved my life, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. See, that's a soldier. That's the kind of entertainers we need right now. You see, whenever Chris Brown came out and said that Ebola, something ain't right.
Yes, sir.
Didn't he say it?
Yes, sir.
He said, I believe this is a biological weapon. Man-made disease designed to kill black people.
That's right.
That's what he said. Next thing you know, they start jumping on Chris Brown, and then he came out and said, let me shut my black A up. Punked him. Didn't he?
Yes, sir.
But John Legend, a different type of brother. I said, I got to buy all that brother's albums. Because he put out there, he said, the police in Ferguson seem to be agitated. They're looking for an excuse to kill us. And a little white media outfit posted to John Legend, tagging him, saying, ... music, ... stay in your lane. But I like how John Legend came back.
Go ahead,
brother.
He said, human, taxpayer, citizen, I am in my lane, homie. That's what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
But our big old brother, Dwight Howard.
Make it plain, brother. Jeez.
Superman. Huh? Superman.
Come on now.
I said, how did you let them tweet you kryptonite? and I mean, this is a big old brother too now. No, this brother, he's not no small brother. Huge. Dwight Howard, if he's not 7 feet, he's 6'12". He's a big brother, I'm serious. But big old brother. He didn't even tweet it, he just retweeted. Hashtag Free Palestine. Next thing you know, they came out and tweeted against him, and look what he said. I'm sorry. I never have commented on politics or social matters before, and I never, ever, no, he didn't say all that, but he did say never. I know he would have said it if he had more than 140 characters, so I know that. I never would say nothing ever again. I said, oh, ain't that something? See, Negro, you can rebound balls. You can block balls. You can pass balls. You can dunk balls, but you can't own none. That's a problem in the entertainment, that you can't stand up with courage for your own people. Y'all all right? So, our little young brother, Mike Brown, was killed. Whenever we protest, riot, we flip over cars, they say that we are considered domestic terrorists. That's what they call it.
That's right.
Domestic terrorism. But black and white wrong seems to be judged different.
That's right.
It's a double standard.
Yes, sir.
Because do you remember when the Seahawks won the Super Bowl last year? Question. Did they burn up Seattle? Did they block traffic?
Yes, sir.
Huh? Did they flip over some police cars? Did they catch some cars on fires? But they just fans.
Right.
Huh? What about when the Phillies won the World Series? Did they not tear up Philadelphia? What about when the University of Kentucky won the championship in 2012? Did they not tear up Lexington, Kentucky? They did? What about whenever the child molester that was working for Joe Patino in Penn State, when he came out and said, I'm going to resign, when they put pressure to fire him because he knew that this man was molesting children for decades. But he turned a blind eye to it because he cared more about championships than he did about children. But what did white people do at Penn State whenever he left? Did they not riot? Did they burn it up? Did they block traffic? Did they flip over police cars? Yet whenever they do what they do, it's called civil disobedience. But when we do what we do, it's called domestic terrorism. Which one is what? Do you think that we have more of a right to be upset than whenever a child molester gets off the hook? Do you think we have more of a right to protest than whenever somebody wins a basketball game or a football game or a baseball game? No, we've got more of a right to shut the country down when injustice is served because we are not a glory, but we are the glory of God. So in closing, dear sisters and brothers, in closing, the system is not broke. It was built like this.
That's right.